is the way we do this. And this is the way we do this. When we are celebrate, so we do this. And back up on team, so we do this. Make your girl them bubble, so we do this. And the Jamaican way we are doing this. Back it up, back it up. Back it up, back it up. Back it up, back it up. When we are celebrate, so we do this. And back up on team, so we do this. Make your girl them bubble, so we do this. And the Jamaican way we are doing this.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to our show, Fast Talk. I'm the host, as always, Peter Noche. I got my boy Chad back. He's not in MIA as we speak. He was just, on vacation with the family.
I'm back.
But Noah right now, Noah's not here, so we don't know where he's at right now. But we got still football to talk about. We got two games we're going to talk about this week. We talk about my Dallas Cowboys are going to go play at home against the Detroit Lions. What'd you say, Chad?
Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go. It's that time of the week. But Dallas is favored by 5.5 points at home. The over-under is 53.5. Detroit, coming off their win last week, they've been on a win streak, 2-win streak since their loss to Chicago. Dallas needs this win. They've been on a 2-game losing streak, losing both games on the road, Buffalo, Miami. They're not a road team, but they're a home team. So, Chad, does Dak Prescott outperform Jared Goff?
Well, to answer that question, yes. I think Dak does outperform Jared Goff. I think Dak has proven enough this year that he's not only just like throwing a lot of yards, throwing a lot of touchdowns, but he's able to do it when he's under pressure. Like we saw last week, he put a drive together against Miami. I know they ended up losing the game, but I mean, that last drive that Dak put together to win or to get up was pretty impressive. I mean, that throw at the end of Brandon Cooks was crazy. So, I mean, he's playing,
that catch.
Yeah, or that catch too. But yeah, that throw and catch was crazy. But Dak's playing at an MVP level, and Jared Goff's also playing well too. Like, I'm not going to knock on him, but I think Dak will outperform him. And I think this game is just going to come down to what defense plays better.
And which defense do you trust more in this game?
I think Dallas will get back. I mean, and we've seen them at home this year. I mean, they've been just absolutely destroying everybody at home. And as much as I like to think it continues, I think it's going to be a very close game. I think they win the game, but I think it's going to be like a 28-23 kind of game or like a 24-20 safe bet, in my opinion.
You think it's a safe bet?
Yeah, I do. I think, and I don't like the 53 for an over-under. I think that's a lot of points, especially with two defenses that can play at a very high level. Because like Detroit defense can play very well as well. I mean, they had 4 picks last week against Minnesota?
Yeah.
Like, I think,
Yeah. They were playing against some guy who had one eye open. I mean, come on.
Our boy.
We don't know. Most people don't even know where that guy went to school, let alone where he's been around the league. But kind of touch off on your points, chat. Obviously it was just a dreadful experience last week watching my boys collapse. Sanders kicks in that field goal and we lose the game. But what I saw from Dallas last week, and I think it's going to translate into this game, was they held Miami to 40 yards rushing between Achane and Mostert, 18 carries between the two. So I think if they sort of establish, because this is the top duo of running backs I think we've seen in the league. Would you agree?
Top duo? I mean, if we're speaking a duo, then
the two duos running the ball.
I mean, you could have argued Gus Edwards and that Keaton Mitchell guy.
Damn!
You could have argued that towards the end of the year for Baltimore, but
yeah,
I mean, most.
I think it's consistent throughout the year. Yeah, I would right. But I mean, this is a team that in Detroit, where if they run the ball well, we've all talked about it. When we see Jared Goff throw the ball 40 to 50 times, he does not play well. Play well.
Montgomery and Gibbs are better than Achane and Mostert. I just thought of that.
Damn!
So I feel, and right. So this is a level up, I think. But you got to think, okay, Dallas is at home. What their home record? They're 7-0 this year at home. Detroit's 5-2 on the road. They've been playing pretty well. They've lost the last couple of weeks, losing in a rivalry game. But what does Detroit have to play for in this game? They just won the division. They don't have much to play for. I think Dallas needs that firepower going into the postseason if they really want to make a statement. Now we can all hear the trolls and whatever. They can't win on the road, blah, 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 blah. That's fine. We're going to focus on this week. We're going to get the job done. And that's what I think. I think this man is going to put on a show and lead the Cowboys to victory.
Yeah, I mean, here are the facts. If Dak Prescott has a 3 to 4 TD game, then Detroit will not cover. But I mean, and he probably will. Like, I'll be truthful, but I just there needs a game where Dak is like having a close, like, fourth quarter comeback kind of game.
Yeah.
Because he hasn't had that all year. And I feel like this is a week where I could see them being down early and then Dak putting a second half together, coming back, winning the game. Your boy Brandon Aubrey, who could kick from 75 yards, apparently he'll probably hit a kick. He'll probably hit a kick
He's
to win the
automatic this year, man. We've never had a
He
kick
hasn't missed.
that-
I mean,
no, but
crazy.
we've had
MLS soccer player in the NFL. It's crazy, but
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, I think the Cowboys will get it done.
But you think
I just don't know
Detroit
about the
covers?
spread.
Okay.
I just don't know. I just think it's going to be a Detroit kind of spread kind of game, or even a backdoor cover kind of thing. I could just see it.
I'm going to be on my Dallas Cowboys this week to win
As you should.
and cover. Yeah,
As you should.
at cover. They're undefeated at home. I might as well. I think they're going to take it to Detroit. Again, Detroit has nothing to play for. So I think my boys put on a show.